Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet John Crist. He's the author of the Prestizia Protection Playbook. He knows everything about insurance because he's been in the business for 30 years. His incredible journey just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I think the interesting thing about insurance is you don't know that you need it until you need it.
That is so true.
Isn't it
that
true,
is so
John?
true. Yeah.
In the studio right now, John Crist, he is the president of Prestizia Insurance, and he's the author of the Prestizia Protection Playbook. John, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate you for offering me to come to on the show.
Well, and you've been doing this for 30 years now, and that's shocking because you look like a young man. So how did it start for you? When did you get into the insurance business?
Well, the insurance business kind of found me.
Okay.
But I've been in insurance ever since 1996. So.
No kidding.
Yeah, and my experience was I kind of was in the, should I say, Walmart, and I was talking to my ex-wife about, looking for a job.
Yeah.
And the sales manager for Century Insurance was in front of us. And I was telling him, I was talking to her, and he was like, hey, I have a job for you. Wow. And he was like, I need you to come to my office. And I was like, well, what exactly do you do? And he was like, sell insurance. I was like, no, I don't want to sell no debit policies. I'm not doing that. And he was like, he started laughing. He was like, no, it's not debit. It's selling commercial insurance. And I was like, commercial insurance? What is that? And he was like, well, you sell to businesses and to families and to churches and different things of that nature.
Yes.
And so I came by his office, I talked to him, and then that's my story for basically getting into insurance.
It's been a good run for you, and you're just getting started. You wrote a book a couple months ago, and it just came out, the Prestizia Protection Playbook. Tell us about this book.
Okay, well, the Prestizia Protection Playbook is about real claims, real stories, real lessons about how you can basically take these lessons dealing with claims so that you as a business owner can understand exactly how to handle and ensure to make sure that your policies are covered within the real stories, real claims that are in this book.
I love that. We were talking before the show about a shop owner that you just helped. Will you share that story with us?
Oh, yes. I just recently had a daiquiri shop that basically came to me, and they were looking for coverage for their daiquiri shop. Come to find out that the policy that they previously had did not have coverage for the actual operation for their daiquiri shop, which would be the liquor coverage, liquor liability coverage. They didn't have it. And so basically upon review and advising the client, basically if she is to sell any kind of liquor to anyone and they get sick, or if somebody drives away and they have an accident, she could potentially become liable.
Yes, and probably go out of business. I mean, if the lawsuit was
with
large
that
enough.
one gap in insurance. But see, like she said, she never read her policy,
Yeah.
so she never did understand that she did not have that coverage.
And many business owners will just go with the cheapest option. They're like, hey, I don't need all that insurance.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us how you engage your clients when you sit down with a client for the first time, since you cover so many different things for them, workers' comp, cars. I mean, you do a lot. So you tell us how you engage your client and how you come up with their playbook.
Okay. The way that I'm more or less like an advisor. We just don't sell policies. I basically look through your risks, look at anything that may be uncertain, whereas if you were to have a potential claim, what exactly kind of coverage you need.
Yes.
And so and most people don't realize that unless they have a claim. And once they have a claim, then they come back and they'll say, well, I thought we had that coverage.
Yes.
Because they never did look at their policy, but they just wanted the cheapest price. So what I do, I give them a choice. I provide them with all the coverages, lay it out exactly what they're supposed to have, okay? And then I also show them what they currently have on their policy. And then I leave the choice up to them.
Sure.
And then I have them to sign a waiver so that we won't be held liable for the coverage that you did not take out.
There you go. And you're independent. Why don't you explain to my viewer why being an independent has advantages for your clients?
Well, being an independent insurance agency, you have the choice where you can have over 30 different types of carriers. Whereas if you're a captive, like say for instance, you work for State Farm or Allstate, you're captive, you're basically can only write through them. Me being an independent, I have over 30 different companies that I can choose the coverage that you can either go through or give you the best option or give you the best individual coverage that you're looking for that can protect your business.
All right, we're going to pull up your website, and as we scroll down your website, what percentage of companies are underinsured?
I would say almost about 60%.
Really?
Yeah, because most people just look at price.
Yes.
They don't really look at, well, they always say, well, I don't need that coverage, or I don't need this, or either I'll never have an accident. I've been doing this for almost 15, 20 years, so why do I need that coverage?
And what is generally covered in like an umbrella policy?
Well, in the umbrella policy, umbrella covers your general liability, your commercial auto, and your workers' comp.
Okay.
So, I mean, you have to have those three coverages in order to get an umbrella on the commercial side.
Yes.
And then on the personal side, you would have to have your auto, your home, and then the umbrella.
Well, famously here in Texas, we get a lot of severe weather.
Yes.
And many people find out way too late that they weren't covered for this or they weren't covered for that. So how often is it smart for somebody to do kind of a checkup and just check in with you and say, hey, John, do I have enough insurance?
I would say every year, because everything changes. I mean, sometimes, you may have a bigger home, or either you can say your business grows, your receipts. You need to do at least once a year if your business is growing. If not, then I would say every 2 years, but most likely everybody finances and everything changes every year. Especially now with all the different situations in Dallas.
Sure. Okay, we have about 2 minutes left. So John, look into the camera on the left and talk to that business owner who might need to bring you in.
I would say that basically it would be your best bet to basically make sure that you are covered in every possible angle with your insurance agent. Make sure that they understand exactly, that they go over your policy with you and they do an analysis on all the coverages that you currently have to make sure that you aren't missing any types of gaps within your policy.
Outstanding. John, thank you so much for sharing your heart and your wisdom with us. We're going to leave you with his website, which is prestiziainsurance.com, the great John Crist. Thanks for coming on the show. You bet.
Thank you very much.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.